It's something that took off during the pandemic and has now changed the classroom forever. Virtual learning. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. For most of the schools across Central Arkansas, virtual academies are staying for the coming school years. THV 11's Mercedes McKay spoke with parents and districts about what the future could hold.
Letitia Whitfield's daughter spent all of 9th grade learning through a computer screen.
She did just fine. She actually made straight A's. I think she had 1B the entire year.
While Jordan was thriving academically, that wasn't the case mentally.
She was missing her friends. She was missing that peer-to-peer contact, and it weighed heavy on her. And that was a major decision in us putting her back in school.
Jordan's been back in person for the past year, but there's parts about virtual her mom likes, specifically the flexibility with AMI days, and Letitia hopes the option to pivot if there's another surge.
The only way I would go back virtual if it was pertaining to her health, if it was detrimental to her health. Otherwise, she's going to go to school. That's her choice. She wants to go to school.
That's how majority of the students at Pulaski County Special School District feel too. According to Jessica Duff with PCSSD, out of the over 12,000 kids, 595 are in the Driven Virtual Academy, and right now, 135 have said they want to stay virtual for next fall.
It doesn't mean that the other 450 are going to go back to in-person. It's those they haven't responded yet.
While the numbers are unsure, Duff says something that isn't unsure is AMI days, because they're here to stay, whether it's used for weather or a COVID outbreak.
The ability to not have to add that in at the end of the year and come back after Memorial Day is a huge factor for a lot of our teachers.
But Duff says if parents decide in the middle of the year they want to pivot their kids to virtual, it won't be that easy.
If we experienced a surge in COVID or some other sort of pandemic, we would have to adapt accordingly so that we have the correct teacher-to-student ratio.
This Friday, April 8th, letters of intent are due to the Pulaski County Special School District so that the district knows where students are going in the fall, whether that's virtual or in person. Duff says this is so that they know how many teachers to assign to each school. In Little Rock, Mercedes McKay, THV 11 News.
Mercedes, thank you. Most schools still have registration open for their virtual learning options. If you're in the North Little Rock School District and are interested in Virtual Academy for the upcoming school year, there's an informational session next week on Tuesday, April 12th. That's at 4 p.m.